Beloved, welcome. Today's episode takes us into one of the most life-altering truths of the journey of becoming joy. This is episode 9 of the Anatomy of Non-Peace, a vibrational guide to becoming joy. And today we explore the joy threshold, why you cut off happiness, and how to raise your vibrational set point. This episode explains everything: why good days feel dangerous, why joy feels fleeting, why you can't hold on to good things, why you brace yourself when life gets better, why you sabotage breakthroughs, why you return to familiar pain, why peace slips away even when you want it. Beloved, nothing is wrong with you. This is not self-sabotage. This is your joy threshold. Let's open that door. Section 1, the joy threshold, a real, measurable internal limit. Every human being has an internal set point, a limit to how much joy, peace, love, ease, abundance, connection, and pleasure they believe they are allowed to experience. This limit is called the joy threshold. It is the vibrational ceiling your body has normalized. When your joy rises above that ceiling, the nervous system triggers a subconscious corrective response. This sounds like, this is too good to be true, something bad is going to happen, I shouldn't get too comfortable, don't trust this, I can't let myself depend on this, this won't last. The joy threshold is not emotional, it's neurological. It's not mental, it's physiological. It's not psychological, it's vibrational. When joy rises above your set point, your body says, this is unfamiliar and therefore unsafe, and so it brings you back down. Section 2, how you cut off happiness without realizing it. There are 4 primary ways people unconsciously reduce joy when it exceeds their threshold. First, the emotional drop. You go from peace to panic, from joy to anxiety, from love to fear, from connection to withdrawal. You tell yourself, you don't know why I suddenly feel terrible. It's the threshold resetting you to your old normal. Number 2, the self-sabotage spiral. You pick fights, create problems, withdraw your energy, procrastinate, hide, shut down, numb out, overthink, overspend, overeat, overwork. Not because you want to, but because your system is stabilizing itself at its familiar set point. 3, the brace for impact reflex. You start scanning for danger in moments of joy. What's the catch? This won't last. Something bad is going to happen. This is not paranoia, it's conditioning. Number 4, the detachment response. When joy exceeds your threshold, you may disconnect altogether, emotionally numb, avoid intimacy, detach from good news, distance yourself from opportunities, step back from love, block support, intellectualize feelings. This is not coldness, this is protection. Your body is simply trying to bring you back to your known vibrational baseline. Section 3, where your joy threshold came from. Your joy threshold was shaped by the emotional atmosphere you grew up in, how your caregivers handled joy, the level of joy they could hold, your earliest experiences of happiness, whether joy was celebrated or punished, whether success was praised or resented, how safe you felt in moments of expansion, whether love was stable or conditional, moments when joy ended abruptly, unresolved emotional trauma, inherited generational patterns. You learned this is how much joy is safe, and your nervous system adapted accordingly. The joy threshold is not a defect, it's a learned survival metric. You are not failing to hold joy, you are protecting yourself from the level of joy you were never taught to feel. Section 4. The joy threshold is not fixed, it is trainable. This is the breakthrough. Your nervous system can learn to feel safe in higher frequencies. You can train your body to receive more joy, hold more peace, experience more love, allow more abundance, sustain more expansion, embody more enoughness. How? By raising your joy threshold slowly, gently, and intentionally. We do not force expansion, we expand through safety. We don't blast through the limit, you raise the ceiling by degrees. This is how new identities stabilize. Section 5. How to raise your vibrational set point. There are 3 pillars to raise your joy threshold. First, microdosing joy. Instead of demanding big breakthrough moments, you introduce your body to tiny doses of joy daily. Some examples are a warm cup of coffee savored slowly, a quiet moment of sunlight, one honest laugh, 1 minute of deep breathing, appreciating something beautiful, celebrating one small win, letting yourself rest for 5 minutes, receiving a compliment without rejecting it. Microdosing teaches the nervous system joy is safe in small amounts. You can hold this. And small amounts expand into larger amounts. Number 2, regulating the body when joy feels scary. When joy rises above your threshold, your body panics. So you respond with deep breathing, grounding your feet, placing your hand on your heart, a slow exhale, giving yourself permission to feel, reminding your body we are safe. This neurologically rewires your response to joy. Over time, joy stops triggering fear and begins triggering safety. Number 3, expanding your self-concept. Your joy threshold is ultimately built upon your identity. If you see yourself as someone who struggles, someone who survives, someone who carries others, someone who sacrifices, someone who hides, someone who doesn't deserve more, someone who should be grateful with less, then joy will always exceed your ceiling. Expanding your joy threshold requires expanding your identity. You must become someone who you can say, I am allowed to feel good. I am allowed to receive. I am allowed to rise. I am allowed to be supported. I am allowed to be seen. I am allowed to have more joy than I've ever known. Identity expansion rises the ceiling permanently. Section 6, a guided joy threshold expansion practice. Let's do this together. Place your hand on your heart, slowly inhale, slowly exhale. Let your body settle. Now picture your joy threshold, not as a wall, but as a ceiling of light above your head. See it clearly. Now imagine it slowly lifting just 2 inches higher. Not a leap, a rise. Say softly, it is safe for me to feel a little more joy. Just a little more. Feel the expansion, feel the permission, feel the spaciousness. You just raised your threshold. Not dramatically, not painfully, not forcefully, but gently, lovingly, and gradually. This is how the new normal forms. Section 7, preparing for episode 10, the finale. In episode 10, the culmination of this entire arc, we explore becoming joy, the final integration of the anatomy of non-peace. This is where the arc lands, resolves, and transforms into the frequency you will carry forward. But for now, beloved, you were never incapable of joy. You simply had a ceiling, and now you rise beyond it.
Bye.